This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
You know, Mama say from Liverpool. Na ena Abranti friend Roberto Firmino. It's a Franco player. So on that. So a striker don't do in no allow the attack to function. But going forward, the competition here tough, no. So Franco was proving right because Liverpool are come market for players who can give them goals. Into Omokofa Diago Jota. And they are in the presence for Abranti friend Darwin Nunes. So in pecking order, Roberto Firmino ababi DHD. Juventus so omo per striker. So utie Mazimidelo Allegra, the point here is so clear. Or Pavaro Morata from A team my friend Atletico Madrid. But Atletico Madrid for some of the Bejana Manaba, this will 20 million euros. Juve are not ready to pay that. Until almost the next option is Roberto Firmino. Within the Liverpool setup, Firmino is just a versatile attacker. He can play on the right, behind the striker, the main man, and then on the left. Obian Senkai Brazil and a part of the national team. Nana saying onya call up nedu World Cup here and kobepe baby akwa kusinakan, especially in the presence of Darwin Nunes. Roberto Firmino in pecking or that's ababeted because in the Liverpool first start of game now. Most Alabeko right, Luis Diaz Beba left. Not Darwin Nunes a jinanimu. So Darwin Nunes is jinanimua. Firmino any Diago Jota and a best at na bench and in the pecking order. If you are looking at the number of goals that Diago Jota Diama Liverpool, BBH say ni mu home koye. Near do be Basso Ramage anymore. Obviously, it's going to be Diago Jota ahead of Firmino. 989 minutes, 5 goals, 4 assists for Liverpool. Juve force or more pedal, and even at Juve, Dusan Vlahovic is the main man. Federico Chiesa will be available, and then they have Fabian and Angel Di Maria. Obian Mr. Mazi Allegri is a fan of the 4-back, and there's no way he's going to switch to the 3-5-2 to give room to Roberto Firmino and then Dusan Vlahovic. Into Hokra Okono, you know, the starting place ahead of Dusan Vlahovic is questionable. But Penny Jumadi Odiama Liverpool, he's a disciplined player, and will be out in chair on hard dream baby. He's not one of the Brazilian guys on hard dream baby. Into here's a Firmino Betna and also Bekono Aquakusinakan. In midfield, Yatis almost say Abranti friend Yuli Telemann from Air Leicester City. But Leicester for so it's openina. Or say Obian for deal BMI. Arsenal pay, Manchester United pay, Liverpool pay. But Yuli Telemann as it stands now, 12 months left on his contract. But then they will be at the bid aba. Sabranti and Ramisiaka. Into almost still are in the transfer market. Almost check our plans now. Abranti and Kahon and they feel next season Leicester more de bon person or bono or more idea Abranti into their plans and Brendan Rodgers a share so then the Becca sign the contract from a treaty with Yaman. Oh, people say I say, oh,
I'm Kasi from Abuakwa. Videos circulated about the day are you pouring something on the pitch before the final against Cote d'Ivoire, but nothing happened and we lost the final. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, Ghana. So video no hey. That's it look like salt to beauty. It's a good line or something. You see, the bishop drew him.
Okay.
Will beat me up. I'm Yaji Afcon or the Omrajina. Your next Afcon will beat me up.
Interesting thing about Drew is a Ukoyena Fape, no man per one reason. We any see no man per one reason. We are so many money. We are no more. We are no more.
This time I also
says Franco Nairo for me whether he stayed in the palace before because he knows how to answer every question given him and he answers it in a very cool manner. I like him so much. Barros Edwin Fibiani and Abre ono the Dean Boko na Tochia. Yes, or the Dean.
Oh, yeah, very deep, very diplomatic.
Tochia.
And the time I must buy. You know. I want to run quiet stance. You know, these are questions.
No, pay it.
Me my ore.
No. One for the fraud, no. Yeah. On the fraud, no.
Who's a?
On the fraud, no.
Oh, more fast about.
Oh, fraud, no.
They give a dick.
You know, Obi send a message. We say, I was supposed to answer that even first. Or say, I didn't Barcelona did trophies around Gunama, but I did trophies in the Barcelona. Barcelona so much Champions League. They earned $22 million. The last time we did third in the Spanish La Liga, within their TV rights, 115 million euros. You know, as I will cast as we boom endru even 130 million a year euros. The even the wage bill of Barcelona within a year. So that Griezmann Messi acquire 560. Recently it is 480. Into the Obusa question so 130 winning the being third on the Spanish La Liga and then being first on the Champions League. And it is not even half of the wage bill of Barcelona. Into Abruche the almost 2 here, and we are even talking about the add-ons and other money combined any day can honsem. We are not about BTM Garenevo and Sem no can say Frankie Dion and for Barcelona enco a year on Franco Court and I say almost 50 for a man here. You know the position of Frankie Dion a better than so Becca said or the Bassa Echo baby. One a car Bassa did year 17.7 and only and some of the TV to Garenevo and some of kind of general it's on Kessben TV now. Bassa did a car 17.7 million, yes, million euros, and then a car on Modeno pay the bonuses. Now, this is a player. Bibia Chesa share the plan of Javi and how he set his team up for next season. He's not part of the plans. Everything is clear because one, the moment he ever catch us to see national team no, it is a value no above him. Secondly, he's not a Spanish. He's not a Catalan boy no because he's a homegrown player. This is a player of free Netherlands and a buyer from Ayas and Wababisinakan. Teams are basso mopeno, and it is not as if he is Samuel Mtiti and also a player. Why a surplus to requirement the teams is so mompeno. A lot of teams are on the card, and Manchester United are keen and they've shown clear interest. Said this season, some will probably on their radar to build their team around the midfielder. It is Frankie Dion. The guy says, I'm not leaving. Javi Akache and so on to the Sikaso. Omasa Akache and said, Nemeth for the hodie. So offer Sergio Busquets, offer Brante Fene Frankese. You talk about Pablo Gavira, Oka Nicolas Gonzalez, Oka Gavi, Oka Pedri. In the central midfield of Barcelona, there was no place for him. Still, the guy says he will stay. Omasa Akache and afraid the central defense no more has or more than the guy is quiet. Such player cannot extend the case to court. Such player and team 30 million coffee pro because or no baby or no, he's in his comfort zone, he's okay. Dear Kosuna, he's very much happy. Senkenya dealer United for decided on the man recently. Dealer Abane said Manchester United are ready to offer him £22 million a year. So Barcelona and the wage bill now and the Sika Ojana. 14 point something and only 2 million account. So he earns around 16 point something. Manchester United says, come, you better offer more and we are giving you 22 million. Subtract 16 from 22. You are getting around 6 million euros ahead of that particular amount. The guy still says, I'm not leaving, I'm staying with Barcelona. How can such player ever extend the case not to the Barcelona baby? Into Frankie Dion has 7 years. I mean, Gary Neville, one person, he's a fan of him. Only no Manchester United or pay. Anybody say Brandon and Beba, no other bomb it for the diamond. But as it stands now, in the position within the setup, and then the girlfriend in Samuel Akano, nothing shows Frankie Dion everything the Barcelona Cobebia. And Genoa, go be a deal cardia, sitting me about so there, same content and them. Nanka move wako, no Akusiakan. But the guy says he's not living. You say, well, no, she said the team, kakra. Now I am very quiet. First, he used his English connection to lure certain players from the EPL and Odioma Babic in the team and Odia Babaji Conference League. Now, the position of Mourinho, they say, and also on why using the willpower, on why using the thing, and the one within the bucket, not the law players at the bar. Into Paulo Dybala, all the big guys say they don't want him. They say Mourinho far from a friend, on the Thiago Pinto Chiano. The sporting director they've accepted Paulo Dybala and Ramisiaka and former AS Roma. Now, in the market, Omasa Kofa Nemanja Matichaba. Omaba be PMO Manchester United. So Omo pe Eric Bailly because in their defense, only a chance they share just a defense, the central defense now. Roger Bernard, Gianluca Mancini, Chris Smalling. Chris Smalling they all that experience now watch there, and in the last minutes of your conference league now, ne more the boss any pa. But it's in the bucket. Wako Manchester United so Eric Bailly. So I'm not sure on Famano. Just a really more with Dybala and then Tammy. Nicolas Zaniolo is still available. Yatis Antonio Contafre so non so peno, but still on coy. And MidField, Matic Brian Cristante Ewoho. The fullbacks he has carved up, and Spinazzola, when he's fully fit, he gives you a lot on that particular line. Central defense no ope Azel Zagadu and then Abranti FN Eric Bay. No the Ababe Shechram High Pampe. And in midfield, he's the market for a one-away player from Paris Saint-Germain in Giorgino Vanardio. 130,000 euros a week and AOJ. Just say more than in Crawford and said there be almost me at Yamano into Omra machine film. So imagine the midfield of Nemanja Matic and then Abranti FN Giorgino Vanardio with Brian Crescenti or Nicolas Zaniolo with Tammy Abraham and Paulo Dybala up front. No one Yazagadu and then ABE 4 and 5 with Cardop and then Spinazzola with Real Patricio in post. Just see Shisheli team now and the Italian team should watch out for him. Cristiano Ronaldo Ababedu. You know, and some of the Yakabia for Ronaldo and some who be. Now be him say Thailand and one co, Australia and one co. Now if you are talking about the winners and the losers of this particular trip, the winners now Ebebabe Rashford, Jadon Sancho and then Anthony Martial. These were players before the commencement of the preseason. Now United faithfuls no any GD or Mumu. Say next season, so many the players can rely on them. There's no way they will compete, especially playing the Europa and not being part of the top 4 last season. Sancho ntire consistency. Martial, even 9 games that he played for Sevilla when Timmy and Shegu. Rashford has been on and off. We when United did do almost team in the Baby Jomo. But look at the game that they played and the kind of performance I'm putting it up. And Rama Ronaldo Ababe loser a bit. Lindelof Seutia results a free Man United eba opening any and Sonny game, and then Wan Bissaka is another player who is a loser in the preseason. But at the Bakuma Ronaldo stand it tall. He is a consistent performer, and even in his bad days, he's available to give you 15 goals. Buyer from Peno, Pierre Jem Peno, Chelsea at Chelsea or Mum Penny, but in the last minute, you know, and create features in so bad, say Thomas Tuchel now pay. Atletico Madrid supporters no omo nsem o maka ene opani no ye fe no Eric Cerezo nsem o aka no Ronaldo antimi ankwan kopi mu Atletico Madrid na ene waba for a showdown talks e Carrington. But Ronaldo stay, Eric Ten Hag betimi a convince no players are more paying the market no, would those players be available to support Ronaldo? Not the person who achieve no timi achieve one. That is the position of Ronaldo now. United supporters now respecting him so much. You know me who be that? Say a legend of the club. Not on a mupe team. Not until any word from a United supporter say he is against what Ronaldo is doing. Minti be that.
Don't be welcome.
You know they will welcome him, and they've shown it.
What shows on Pekla?
Yes, they've shown it. What to say any of their legends about Abel Lambert Ronaldo? So far, Atletico Madrid, you can't compare Atletico Madrid to Manchester United. I agree. So the United are firm there. But you know, look at the teams he was pushing for. Chelsea, Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain. To the level say we kwa na Atletico Madrid. Ama salary no so no be chem half. Ne agent so be ton players the ama team na ma o ma make space for Ronaldo. Ni nyina team materialize because the fans of Atletico Madrid say against Ronaldo we don't need you. He's back to Carrington and everybody is quiet. You know they welcome him. Opinion who obebo Ronaldo chi. Because they are okay with what he's doing. Some of them believe we say and penifone Jumo Mudin in Shiny. And you know these United supporters the number of demonstrations on my age to the level of Old Trafford. So they feel the leadership and yet spot on yet competent enough to bring in top quality. Until Ronaldo there, everybody is quiet and you know they will accept him because the players available up front, none of them is consistent and none of them is available to, and I assure you say between 15-20 goals a season. Ronaldo is available, and even in the worst days of Manchester United, he gave them 15 in the Premier League. Into Ombe welcome.
Dear Nasa, into Ama One Oy Mendes, that's how much for so-called showdown talks. Dear Nasa, didn't he also Omono? She inside. Didn't he also come back for talk? One,
Ronaldo contract with Manchester United also a respected contract. No. Two, Obi Ampeno. That is the fact. Teams no ko Obi Ampeno. At first, because Franco cry ready said Ronaldo who and one say Obi also pay him. The wage bill now no claim said one or they go. But in the final minute he decided so bet cutting half of the salary. Just Atletico Madrid say they don't need him. So what again? Baby or co in Obi accepting. That is why he's back. And he has a contract with Manchester United. He need to respect the contract. That is why Ronaldo is back.
Players no.
You know, they will receive him embracing and they will be happy because of the presence of Ronaldo.
Manaru mrem kakrawa. Mesamba.
General,
yes sir.
Me share a picture on any manager Jorge Mendes. A drive it to Carrington, Manchester United training grounds.
Okay.
This showdown talk no. So nye team we nye team nkebeba so.
Okay. Because on no more contract.
On United or contract. Obeba. On it Ten Hag in here. It is a showdown talk we. Aye de beba so. Na di woman no. And a bit to me beside your questions, and I bet to me I can be BSS. As we speak, I'm not even too sure the content of the showdown talk. Say, Bia, opinion, una okite team no. Me pese me who ambitions for me. And I say, then I what the mommy, and I then I person me. And no more back and say, yenye team. Inti a pese mujame na meko.
But the first one I will be saying they've already done that because Eric Ten Hag in his interview said. Orban or Ronaldo Yahweh say he's coming to rebuild and reshape the team. Until not the Ronaldo Yahweh.
Different. Just granting an interview and say, maybe you know, on can be before further. As we speak, even as Enra, or see Ronaldo can plans or a United player, and it's part of United plans, is not for sale. And I'm sure, say, even say United himself, it will not take the manager to say, on come plans to me, Jano Manako.
Okay.
Ten Hag knows the position of Ronaldo at Manchester United, and same po on penna, he will not be the main reason to say that the guy should leave. Obe person, obe man of the audience and all that. And to grant an interview and say those statements, you know, and no ye but omushia, me formation, me tactics in ye press, ye be any say na person or ye me do person me do ye. It goes beyond that granting an interview and telling people say or come a plans on. Okay. Into that showdown talk no. I think say there's a lot of uncertainties around the showdown talk. Then omokoka or babak and I say or sabe krano ako another mimiti I'm not too sure sanko mudino dibesiako. But so we United Penya now United near now you fana. Who are two options? Okay, ni hu abufu akochinchini yenjano manenko. Let's get a replacement. No I shall say scanning
obi
amfino. Absolutely no doubt. When your team to say the Andy can be ampeno. I'm sure Ronaldo won a class. Still. Ronaldo won a class. Omo onususu say any class e onya obebon omusu nya ready for him. But sisi as out now so scanning around the market. Now so per center forwarder. Now the Ronaldo kahwa. One way you might not get a better center forward than him now, who is available on the market.
Okay.
Even Tammy Abraham and Meboni Dean Rano, I'm sure says in the United so called rumor, so Kofena. Maybe the boy may agree, but it will not be easy for them. And to hear options in a year around now, then you may consider says Mpa, are you ready to deliver? And knowing Ronaldo, when he says he's going to do it, he will do it. It made a man now, as a fan of United, I only wait and see.
Okay.
What the showdown talk Kakrebi on Frankie de Jong and then and somewhere Gary Neville say so the basa court kojini sika na ontiasie you see say yo basa my dream say the nickname of ato omo so ye okafu didi omfo bia ho okafu didi because ode Gerard Piqué ka about 40 million pounds or so euros or so untumi ntua or the Busquets ka untumi ntua or the Frankie de Jong ka untumi ntua e ka wo ho nanso so pa no moto inform until your careful the attitude. And I'm not too sure whether Frankie de Jong had so Barcelona because Omuntia and Sika Nemano. And there may assure and common negotiation, Sika Yeje, a free be a team now Barbeton on Comedy Bibemano. So for Frankie de Jong, I think he just wants to stay at Barcelona. Okay. But Barca making the statement so clear to him. Anke so to me baby especially decide and say the Nekobo center back. Nano Augustino Krakra said be undru baby omde ko ball left full back so mobile the bofu. Frankie de Jong ni carrier me share dem hu no center back. Nano hono omde ko watches en finfu kwa na homa no. Okay. It was a big statement to him, but ono so nti so dogo bi no abe.
Kessben 3.3 live on Kessben television so foreign stories na and I be mu krankra na imu na messages ba kwa na mienu bi enso FM kakra de emamo. Don't forget we have juju in categories. Sajo, getting the best of juju is a problem. na fi sunyan zongo na dudu na ho na nyina na ye nti no papa ho na sabi ewura so ho
ana fi de boani nti nya bi mfa ni afcon
ana fi ai maybe na
e pe bi dia we ni afcon
supportable force bi
ai ana fi
ai
Ghana ha nyina also duro ne kuta no
I'm so supportable for
so monim sa
also draw
also duro Ghana ha nyina untimi no
I see
ana fi oti sunyan ho sa na
but na draw no fa mo abofu no mfa mra Premier League draw
no
also you find mo bo
oh there be a draw kasa ye de bomb de nso so se bomb draw
was papa ho
de omo an on fa ma bo
ana fi obofo ai
omo an ana fi uti ya we de ma bo fo mra Premier League yes
so ta no na brew division 1 sa
wo ni players ntua coach ka na ma drum form mebo Premier League
okay move away soon to the show is live and clear here at Ejuso. Looking at the controversy surrounding the inter-school soccer competition, I recommend that the organizers of this year's competition should take the security measures serious in the upcoming final between UWAS and TI Amas, so as to prevent any unfortunate happenings. Danilo Ejuso unawadi we and so abre me uze naro atrode atuo and Kerm yen to aswe
and the Townsend and so on so they about shimune say Chelsea should change their culture. Na Arsenal for na say omonsa no kakra. Until there are so much players around say Chelsea omukro omunya bimo to hu ade kronti omoda so. Na Chelsea follow the footsteps of Arsenal after the exit of Roman Abramovich. Arsenal for here Chelsea 4 and all of a sudden the team is in despair. All the fans are not happy, people are not happy, and they don't see Chelsea competing for the top 4 next season. My position was clear yesterday. I disagree with those people. Moreover, now you pick Arsenal. The point is also clear. Now some more can I say after Mesut Ozil, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Omunyina team leave up no. Arsenal are offer young players. Fabio Vieira, Gabriel Jesus, and all those guys are in. Hoping say within the next 2-3 years, Arsenal will be up there to compete with the very best. You know, team Biani said this here. The way Chelsea is demanding, it is not the same as Arsenal. Recently, especially in the Abramovich era, Chelsea have one culture, and their culture is that they want to live with the big boys. So your team now obi babe first team no babe turn for frage no a the bema team na dance on ko chair other teams say obe spend it. And in the Abramovich era, Chelsea spent a lot. That is why in 2021 they had 19 trophies. So watch Arsenal, Oma exchange a lot. But say after Arsene Wenger, when they decide not to spend in the market, what has been the stake of Arsenal? The last time they won the Premier League in 2004. Now they are about business. You are talking about 18 years down the line. Arsenal, Arsenal team almost spend it big. Just like other teams, just like Manchester United and other teams. At least, as a Wenger philosophy was clear. Or pick the French guys are more the talent, no team ya peja obwa. Titioro Henry, Echo, Juventus, and Fano Akofanaba. Patrick Vieira same, no Akofanaba. Sylvain Wiltord, Emmanuel Petit, Gilberto Silva after the World Cup, no Denaba Besheho. Kolo Toure, Laurent Etami Meya, and all these guys came. They live up to the billing, winning the Premier League with that level of invincibility, and then they played in the Champions League final, eventually losing to Barcelona with Ronaldinho and Samuel Eto'o and Uncle Yebio. It be seen there, Arsenal decided to say, "Among topic, what had been the stake of Arsenal?" The last time they played in the Champions League was way back in 2016. You are talking of 6 years down the line. Arsenal are yet to taste the Champions League. Why? It is because they are not spending so much in the market. But today, Arsenal decided say omo best spend they went for Jesus, omako for Fabio Vieira, and they are hoping say these guys will change the complexion of the team. Omo discussing the cover Thomas, party free Atletico Madrid buy. And with this level of consistency and injury free, you expect Arsenal to be out there. Chelsea any team omo bet team yakasa omo spend it. That is impossible. And moreover, Chelsea cannot go 2-3 years without a trophy. In the Abramovich era, he has shown. I agree. We are not in the Abramovich era again. But opinion about the team, no, so I understand here clear. He is ready to spend 200 million pounds in the market. Into better than Wakata won't spend it because the stake and the standard of the Chelsea team is that it is a team that have employed a World Cup winning coach. It is a team that have employed several UEFA Champions League medalist coaches. It's Chelsea Kone now and year next year also. This is a team already Champions League half a season is a coach. How can the team position himself like Arsenal today? No. Chelsea new team adino baby omujina no here players baby. I agree they've struggled in the market because Openino lead team is not connected. And while Laporta is an OG, and the OG is no more market, I can't want Laporta and if Fiorentino Perez. And the Bayern Munich in Crawford now. There's no room for Dr. Massimo Moratti again. There's no room for Adrado Galliani. Benatap in Hobio, Jean-Michel Olani is back, and you are not talking about Jose Maria Del Nido. Into the old guys now are still connected. Into Chelsea will only need time to catch up, to be in the transfer market and have the pulling power. That's our more history. Almost your class, no quality, no and consistency. No Chelsea are not in the same class. So again, it will take time. One Laporta and Toboli, so far we are a proven winner as against a novice in the game. It will take it time. And so open in the transfer market and what you say. Baby Arsenal, there's no way. Obetim the Chelsea, Akas or Munsanko, baby Arsenal, because Chelsea are already proven and established materials that will be ready to compete. They only need few additions to compete. Now on the players are Akas or Mutiti,
and the Townsend, they are okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Chelsea edged to overhaul club culture and follow Arsenal example. Too many players sitting around doing nothing.
For that one, I agree.
What is the Arsenal example?
The Arsenal example. Omonko FIFA, Kerm Tieni, Lukumbu, Ben White, Lukonga, Ben White, Martinelli, Bukayo Saka.
You see, Edu came with a policy with Arsenal. Say, omo next 5 years, players so much team almost so market to aye kese, no mun deliver ndru omo ketu ano, omunja omo kwan. Eno na de Mesut Ozil, a day Aubameyang, a day what do you call it? Oman renew Lacazette, Modie, and in the last 10 signings, almost Obiano below 25 years. So I'm sure they're asking Chelsea to do away with big names. The Saul, the why no one pay younger ones. But is that the culture of Chelsea?
Okay.
Arsenal, as the Wenger starting Kwadano, Nenye Nasim, tis Arsenal, no na. Me assures all fans and developing that about training that into they can do it. But I'm not sure Chelsea fans can do it. For Chelsea, who did third, Premier League in Mukurana, it is considered failure. But as an Arsenal did fourth in the Premier League,
Arsenal supporters have not even accepted that. There are a lot of calls, a lot of demonstrations on my side. They are not happy to how the team is run because they have their standard. The last time they won the Premier League was 18 years ago. Chelsea team got by that particular long while.
Okay. I think that it will be good for Ronaldo to leave Manchester United and come to Kumasi Asante Kotoko because we are also going to play in the Champions League. Our vessel, Elvis, watching you live from Cantonment to Accra.
Not a bad idea.
The
Champions League now, Babodia.
Okay. Yes, on social media.
So even in the scripture, Abraham pleaded on behalf of Sodom and Gomorrah.